guesses on small talk after we had today's clues a little bit earlier. Anna in Bexhill got the right answer. Oz in Hangleton, you did as well. Roger in Brighton gets it correct. Chris and Sandra in Pevensey says Auntie Rosie's guess is this, and you can tell Auntie Rosie that she is right. And Jean Dawn in Bexhill also with the right answer on small talk. Play those clues again for you in a short while. But as I say, our top story today, cancer treatment waiting times in Brighton and West Sussex are among the worst in England.
Sometimes they have to almost argue for a diagnosis, especially younger people that I talk to. And also they get their diagnosis when the cancer has developed quite thoroughly.
According to BBC Analysis, the trust that runs the hospitals in Brighton, Haywards Heath, Worthing and Chichester is ranked 105th out of 121 hospital trusts in England for cancer treatment. It found just 61% of patients are making the journey from referral to treatment within the recommended 62 days, and patient groups say lives could be put at risk.
The longer you wait for effective treatment, it reduces your chances of survival. So these are very, very concerning. People are sitting waiting for referrals.
And in all, the BBC found only 3 hospitals in England are meeting all 3 main cancer treatment targets set by the government. University Hospital Sussex isn't meeting any of them. The trust that runs the Conquest in Hastings and the DGH in Eastbourne are meeting one of them, and they've been ranked 55th in England, while the Surrey and Sussex NHS Trust, which covers Crawley and Horsham, is 24th, meeting 2 of the targets. In a moment, we'll get reaction from a breast cancer survivor, as well as a cancer charity as well. But first, the BBC's health editor, Hugh Pym, has more on the national picture.
State-of-the-art robots curing cancer. Here at the Lister Hospital, this patient's cancerous prostate is being removed a matter of weeks after being found.
The blood loss is about 80 times lower than open surgery, and patients go home the next day.
The hospital is part of a trust which is one of only 3 hitting cancer waiting targets. Quick decisions, good communication and teamwork is vital.
We have incorporated technology and innovation, robotic surgery, day case procedures. What we want to do really is to actually get the patients treated and in and out of hospital as quickly as possible so they can recover at home quickly.
This approach helped Paul make a quick decision about his treatment. He's in for a final meeting with the surgeon.
He got his diary out and he went, bang, 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 there you go. And I went, that's a Saturday. He went, I work Saturdays.
In the chemo ward, most patients come into the hospitals for their treatment, but a new initiative, Chemo at Home, is now changing things for patients like Josephine.
It's so much more convenient. It frees up your lifestyle, and whatever you want to do, you can do it.
Nearly a quarter of trusts failed to hit any of the targets over our one-year analysis. One of them is the Royal Free London. Like the Lister, the Royal Free is specialising in robotic surgery. Here, a 5-centimetre kidney tumour is being removed. But the day before we filmed, this specialist theatre sat empty for some of the day. Despite having full staff, the patient didn't arrive. They hadn't received the letter confirming their surgery.
Getting all these trained people to come into this particular place to carry out this task, and then we don't have the main actor. That can be really frustrating.
Waits for treatment have improved at this trust, but there are challenges ahead.
I don't think we'll be able to maintain cancer performance unless we have an investment in our capital infrastructure. You know, to be the 3rd largest provider of radiotherapy and to have only 5 machines, it's not going to be sustainable.
Everything's gone okay, sir. You're just waking up from the anaesthetic.
Back at the Lister in Stevenage, the prostate surgery is completed, and the hope is that this patient will be home the next day. Hugh Pym, BBC News.
Joining me now is Nadine Searle, a breast cancer survivor from St Leonard's. Hi, Nadine.
Hello, Danny.
Hi, nice to speak to you. Morning to you. We heard there in Hugh's report, in that one of the London hospitals there, you get your diagnosis in the morning, you see your surgeon in the afternoon. I mean, that's pretty quick. Tell us a little bit about your journey and how long that took to find out what was going on and to get your treatment.
Yes, it wasn't that quick. I was it was actually. But no, I got my diagnosis from a routine mammogram at the end of 2022. Not my diagnosis, I do apologise, actually the callback.
Yes.
And then I was under the centre in Brighton that specialises in breast cancer. And it was very thorough, and I had a lot of really good if things could be speeded up by using AI maybe for testing results. I've heard of that. And maybe robotic surgery. That sounds amazing.
Yes, it does, doesn't it? And you know, Sussex will have that new cancer treatment centre, but that's not opening until 2029. They're going to start building it next year. So I guess that will have the latest equipment in it as well. But that 62-day target of being seen, you know, after there must be quite a worry in those 2 months that you're waiting.
I think that's the main thing, isn't it? As soon as you get any sort of word of cancer, you know, anyway, everybody starts worrying, and we are trying really hard to reduce that fear and anxiety and that panic, because that's the main thing that is uppermost in everyone's mind, isn't it? And in the Hastings area, we do have a wonderful Hastings Voluntary Action, which is a community charity, and Macmillan are funding a 3-year project to actually help get rid of some of those barriers, the access to local services, because there is a lot more. The NHS is stretched, we all know that, and we understand that, but there is a lot more that you can access, especially locally, and it probably is the same in every area, to help with, as I say, like relaxing a little bit, easing that anxiety, while you are waiting, because it is a fact that that's what's happening at the moment, isn't it? We are having to wait.
Yes, and you know, cancers can grow in that time as well, can't they? So actually, speed is of the essence. And how are you now? How are you now, by the way?
Oh, I'm doing okay, thank you. It's a few years down the line from my diagnosis, as I say, and I've been through my treatment plan. That was quite a long-winded, quite brutal treatment plan with radiotherapy, chemotherapy, and surgery. But I'm coming out the other side, and my mission now is to help people, as I say, reduce that fear and anxiety, and actually let them know I'm learning myself about all the stuff that is available, and I'm sharing that with people as well, because that's really what I want to do.
That's a great thing to do. Thanks, Nadine. Nice to talk to you today. Nadine Sell there in St Leonard's. Sophia Lowe's is Cancer Research UK's Senior Cancer Intelligence Manager. Sophia, morning to you.
Good morning.
Hi, thanks for joining us today. So what do you make of these figures with just 3 hospital trusts in the whole country meeting all the targets on time and everything, and a lot of the others a long way behind? What's happening here?
So Cancer Research UK is very concerned that these waiting times targets aren't being met, not just in Sussex, but across England, as you mentioned. And with nearly 1 in 2 of us getting cancer in our lifetime, it's clear that not everyone is getting the care they deserve, and that really needs to change. And we need these trends sort of reflect the fact that we don't have enough staff or equipment to see, test and treat everyone that is coming through the system. And cancer is on the rise in the UK. We're an ageing population. We have more people getting cancer every year, and we need the staff and equipment to be able to deal with that.
And again, going back to Hugh Pym's report a moment ago, you heard one of the staff there saying, you know, this machine does X, Y, and Z, but it's 10 years old, so it's a lot less efficient than when it was new. So this is the issue, isn't it?
Yes, it's a combination of meeting the staff shortfalls, but also making sure that we have enough equipment and the latest equipment to most efficiently deal with all the people coming through.
And are you seeing steps to put this right? I mean, you know, the trust must be aware of this. Are you seeing extra efforts in this, or what else needs to be done?
So to give people the care they deserve at a national level, we really need a long-term strategy that focuses on reducing these waiting times, but also bringing new initiatives to diagnose cancer earlier and make sure that all patients have access to that cutting-edge treatment. And the opportunity for this is the UK government's upcoming National Cancer Plan for England. And so we want to see that lay out steps to make sure that everyone has access to that timely and effective treatment, no matter where they live.
Thank you for joining us today. Sophia Lowe's there, Cancer Research UK Senior Cancer Intelligence Manager. Now, the University Hospital Sussex Trust, which runs the hospitals in Brighton, Hayward Heath, Worthing and Chichester, gave us this statement. They say, we know too many patients are waiting too long for their care, and we're taking decisive steps to change this before Christmas and into the new year. We're already welcoming more surgeons into the most needed specialities, with more arriving soon, so patients get quicker diagnosis and timely treatment that meet NHS standards. At the same time as these immediate improvements, we're investing in the future of cancer care through the new Sussex Cancer Centre. The state-of-the-art facility will triple capacity, reduce waiting times and provide a healing environment. Construction begins next year. The centre will open in 2029. And the Department of Health and Social Care says cancer care is a priority as we turn around more than a decade of neglect of our NHS. We're working at pace to ensure patients get timely diagnoses and treatments, diagnosing or ruling out 135,000 more cancer cases this year, building more community diagnostic centres, offering evening and weekend appointments and spending £70 million on new radiotherapy machines to get patients fast access to the tests, checks and scans they need. BBC Radio Sussex, it's 8:19.
Danny Pike in the morning.